We've all heard breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but is that really true for everyone? Skipping breakfast might help some people manage weight and improve metabolic health through practices like intermittent fasting. On the flip side, it can also lead to low energy, poor concentration, and overeating later on for others. Today, we'll explore why skipping breakfast can have both positive. Today, we will talk about why skipping breakfast might be good or bad for you. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. The traditional view of breakfast and its importance. For decades, breakfast has been hailed as the most important meal of the day, often promoted as essential for jump-starting metabolism and providing energy for daily activities. Nutritionists have emphasized eating a balanced breakfast to improve concentration, mood, and overall health. Common wisdom suggests that skipping breakfast leads to overeating later and weight gain. Breakfast has also been linked to better blood sugar regulation and cardiovascular health. Many dietary guidelines recommend starting the day with a nutritious meal rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats. However, recent research challenges this one-size-fits-all idea, showing that the effects of breakfast can vary greatly depending on individual lifestyle, metabolism, and eating habits. So, is skipping breakfast really bad? Or could it have some hidden benefits? 2. How skipping breakfast can help with weight management. Skipping breakfast has become popular in some circles, especially among those practicing intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. For many, skipping the first meal reduces overall calorie intake, making it easier to create a calorie deficit for weight loss. Without breakfast, people often consume fewer snacks or smaller portions throughout the day, helping with appetite control. Some studies show that breakfast skippers may experience improved insulin sensitivity and better fat metabolism due to prolonged fasting overnight. However, this benefit depends on not compensating by overeating later. The key is mindful eating during other meals. For some, skipping breakfast reduces unnecessary snacking and sugary foods, aiding weight management. But it's important to understand how your body responds individually to this change before making it a habit. 3. Potential downsides of skipping breakfast for energy and focus. Skipping breakfast can lead to reduced energy levels and impaired cognitive function for some people, especially during the morning hours. The brain relies on glucose for fuel, and going without food after an overnight fast may cause feelings of fatigue, irritability, or difficulty concentrating. This can be particularly noticeable for children, adolescents, and people with blood sugar regulation issues. For these individuals, breakfast provides a necessary supply of nutrients that stabilize energy and mood throughout the morning. Skipping it may also trigger excessive hunger later, leading to poor food choices and overeating. Therefore, the impact of skipping breakfast on energy and mental clarity varies from person to person, influenced by metabolism, activity level, and overall diet quality. 4. Effects on metabolism and blood sugar control. Contrary to popular belief, skipping breakfast does not automatically slow down metabolism. Some research indicates that short-term fasting, including skipping breakfast, may increase metabolic rate and promote fat burning. However, the timing of meals affects insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control differently in individuals. For some, skipping breakfast can cause blood sugar dips, leading to shakiness and cravings, while others maintain stable glucose levels throughout the morning. Studies suggest that people with type 2 diabetes or hypoglycemia need to be cautious about skipping breakfast, as it might disrupt glucose management. For healthy adults, intermittent fasting, including breakfast skipping, may improve metabolic flexibility and insulin sensitivity, but individual responses should guide decisions. 5. Breakfast skipping and its impact on heart health. Some epidemiological studies have linked skipping breakfast to increased risk of cardiovascular disease. But the reasons are complex and not fully understood. It appears that breakfast skipping may be associated with unhealthy lifestyle factors like poor diet quality, smoking, and lack of exercise. Skipping breakfast may also lead to higher cholesterol levels, elevated blood pressure, and increased markers of inflammation in some populations. However, other research shows no significant harm if the rest of the diet is balanced and healthy. The timing and composition of meals might matter more than simply eating or skipping breakfast. In many cases, the focus should be on overall diet quality and lifestyle rather than single meals. 6. How skipping breakfast fits into intermittent fasting practices. Skipping breakfast is a common component of many intermittent fasting protocols, such as the popular 16 and 8 method, where eating is restricted to an 8-hour window later in the day. This practice extends the overnight fast and is associated with several health benefits, including improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, and better fat metabolism. Many people report increased mental clarity, better appetite control, and sustainable weight loss by skipping breakfast. However, success depends on consuming nutrient-dense meals during the eating window and maintaining hydration. Skipping breakfast in this controlled way is different from simply missing meals due to poor planning, which may cause nutritional deficiencies or energy dips. 7. Psychological and social considerations of skipping breakfast. For some, breakfast is a cherished ritual. Time spent with family, a moment of calm before a busy day, or a comfort food routine. Skipping breakfast may negatively affect mental well-being if it causes stress or disrupts social connections around meals. On the other hand, forcing oneself to eat breakfast when not hungry can also create discomfort or guilt. Personal preference, cultural habits, and lifestyle all influence the psychological impact of eating or skipping breakfast. Finding a routine that supports mental health and social needs is as important as physical health when deciding whether to include breakfast in your daily routine. 8. Who should avoid skipping breakfast? Certain groups should be cautious about skipping breakfast. Children and teenagers, who need steady nutrient intake for growth and cognitive development, generally benefit from a healthy morning meal. Pregnant and breastfeeding women require regular nutrition to support themselves and their babies. People with diabetes or blood sugar instability may need to eat more frequently to avoid hypoglycemia. Athletes or those with very active lifestyles often need breakfast to fuel performance and recovery. Elderly individuals may also benefit from regular meals to maintain muscle mass and nutrient levels. In these cases, skipping breakfast might lead to negative health consequences rather than benefits. 9. Making the best choice for your body. Ultimately, whether skipping breakfast is good or bad depends on your unique body, lifestyle, and health goals. Some people thrive with a morning meal, feeling energized and focused, while others find skipping breakfast enhances weight management and metabolic health. Experimenting mindfully, paying attention to hunger signals, energy levels, and mood can help you decide what works best. If you choose to skip breakfast, ensure your other meals are balanced, nutrient-rich, and timed well. Staying hydrated and avoiding excessive caffeine on an empty stomach can also help. Remember, the quality of your overall diet and lifestyle matters more than any single meal. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.